look, check this out. This is good. This is good. This is real good. Y'all check this out and listen. Check this out and listen. You only have a limited amount of time to be great. I'll say it again while I wash these dishes. You only have a limited amount of time to be great. You know how you scroll through social media and you see certain guys highlight reels when they're playing sports and how they will never have that moment again? I seen some of Tim Tebow highlights when he was in high school, and he have an interesting story. But I remember him doing a play in high school where he ran for the touchdown and jumped over the offensive lineman. You will not see an NFL quarterback do that. You will not see an NFL quarterback do that because they don't want to get hurt and they don't want to lose the money. When you're in high school and college, you're willing to risk it all. I watched one of Kobe Bryant's highlight reels, and they say that man's work ethic was next to nothing. Like he was, you couldn't outwork Kobe. And the old highlight reel, when he had the afro and when he had a haircut, he was a little bit older. I watched Michael Jordan dunk competition when he had the gold necklaces on and he jumped from the free throw line and he stuck his tongue out when he had hair on his head. I watched a football's highlight reel, which is going viral now, Tavon Austin. I don't even know who that is, but they say he played for West Virginia. I just watched his highlight reel. And I watched Javante Davis highlight reel. I watched Bud Crawford's highlight reel. And it's so awesome because you only have a small window to be great. And a lot of people, they blow their opportunity. They blow their chance. And this is what I want to tell you guys. I had to come in here, boy. Boy, them kids and my wife, they get to talk and get me sidetracked from a video. But look, I'm trying to make this short and sweet. You will never get your 20s back. And I can honestly say I grinded in my 20s. But you have to understand, your window to do something great is very slim. It's very slim because you don't know how your health is going to turn out. Like, you don't know what could happen in life that could detour a lot of things. So you cannot waste time. For instance, I was talking with a guy, I want to say like last year, and me and him was talking, and he had 3 kids and his wife never worked. And all his kids are just about grown. I mean, they're still in school, but they're like, one's a senior and one's a sophomore. It's like, he made it. And I was talking with him. He was like, and this is what he told me. He said, man, he said, I really can see the fruits of my labor. I really see how I grinded and allowed my wife to really raise our kids. That she was really there to nurture them. And they got scholarships. Like, they're leaving high school, going off to a university. And he was like, man, you know, he's like, you know, I'm still young enough where I get my wife back, we get our time back. And he was basically, you know, just trying to give me some knowledge or whatever. And he was just saying, man, you know, you just keep doing what you're doing. And eventually, this is what came to mind when he said it. And I use this Bible verse. Like, people use it different ways, but the Bible verse is, the Lord will restore the years that the locust has eaten. And it's like, as a man, your main priority is make sure your family is taken care of. Like average blue collar workers, there's not millionaires. Their family will drive the newer car and they will kind of just drive the, you know, the older car. And if you don't make that much money, that's just how your life's going to turn out. You're going to make sure your family have the best and you kind of get like the leftovers. And I'm reading this book. It's called The Ditch Digger's Daughters. And that man sacrificed for his daughters, wanted them to go to school to be doctors. And eventually all his daughters ended up being successful. And it worked out because he was able to enjoy the fruits of his labor because all of his children became successful. And in return, they took care of their father in their old age. and nobody struggled anymore. Everybody was well off. And the guy said in the book, he was talking with a guy. He said, in my house is doctors. He said, in my house that I built from the ground up, it's doctors. So you have to really look at your situation and see if you're really blessed or not. And you have to understand what it is you're trying to do with your life, because you don't get your youth back. You don't get your 20s back. You don't get your 30s back. You don't get your 40s back. And when you hit 50, you don't have another 50 years on this earth. When you hit 50, hey, you're pushing 60. When you push 60, you're pushing 70, and you're fixing to check on out of here. And you look back on your life, you be like, man, I wasted a lot of time. So, and I can honestly look back in my 20s. I didn't waste time in my 20s. And I'm not wasting time in my 30s. And I'm not going to waste time in my 40s. Youth don't last forever. And beauty is vain. See, me and my wife, we're still in our 30s. See, my wife is still attractive to me. When we get 40, she will still be attractive to me. When we get 50, she's not going to look how she did in her 50s when we was in our 20s. You see what I'm saying? She may get bigger, may gain weight. Youth and beauty is vain. They don't last forever. But anyway, look, I got to get prepared for the